go. Malibu with a 5.3. It's got Borg Warner turbo on it. Holley EFI, all the good stuff. Running the Holley or hooker manifolds. It all came out really nice. Cody at Fast Cody Fab did the turbo kit on it, and Brett and Josh did the final assembly on the car. Brett's the owner of the car. This is their first big build like this, and they did a really good job. Got Power Glide in there. The big Holley dash, which this is the first one of these I've seen in person, and it's super nice. It's a big screen, but it works in these old schools. What else we got? Got the air to water intercooler, so we got the tank here. Running the Aeromotive brushless 5.0 pump in tank, which that came out really nice. I mean, it's a good build. It's a stock bottom end 5.3, but I don't know. We're gonna turn it up to wherever we feel comfortable. We'll see how it likes it. It's got a nice boost control setup on it. It's got CO2 control. So I mean, we can really go as far as we want, but we'll see. We want to keep it alive and get it to the track at least a few times, right? Yeah. So right now we're just waiting on the firmware update. As I talked about before with the Holleys, a lot of times you have to update the firmware whenever your software is newer than the firmware on the ECU. So it's just a good practice. It takes 30 minutes, but you got to do it. Brett.
What's up?
What's up, man?
Man, trying to get this car running.
Yeah? What's it gonna run?
Faster than Sweet Pea, hopefully.
Faster than Sweet Pea. That's a call out. So I hadn't put that car on the channel yet, but Sweet Pea is a 4-door Nova that's done really well at LS Fest and running in like a true street class and stuff like that. Really ugly car, but it's all nice on the inside, so that's kind of the idea of it. But these guys have been going back and forth online, lots of banter. It's fun though, so they're everybody's friends. They both come from CTS Vs. I tuned both of their Vs over the years, and now they're going full race car with these things, so it's cool. All right, what else can we say about this one? So got our wheels, got nice brakes on there. It's a 9-inch, right, Brett?
Yep.
It's all really nice under there. This car's come a very long way from when he got it. It just had like just a 350 in it, right, Brett?
Yep.
Yeah.
350. I think it had probably a 10-bolt rear end.
Okay. A long way from that 350 with the 10-bolt. All the fab work and everything is just super nice on it. There's a water air intercooler down there. Running Turbosmart everything for the blow-off valve and wastegate. Can't really see it down there, but it's got a 60mm wastegate. It's got great priority, so boost control is not going to be an issue at all. I don't know. I'm ready to fire this thing up and get started on it. This firmware update's just got to hurry up and get done. We'll get it mounted up and start making some pulls. All right, we got our idle stuff going pretty good now. Just kind of working through things. Still ain't got it mounted up, but ran into one little small issue. Actually melted a couple wires for our fuel pump. So the wire was just a little small, so we're gonna fix that. Just wiring from the relay here over to the pump. We're gonna change that to just 10-gauge wire all the way through. So, and really the only way we knew that it was going on, the fuel pump just stayed running, and couldn't figure out why it was just staying running. Just because 2 wires had melted together, and that was really the best case scenario. We didn't short anything out that caught on fire or anything like that, so we didn't let the smoke out, but we got to fix it. All right, Brett and Josh got us all fixed up with the quick fix there. We got a little bigger wire going to it, so our pump ought to work. He'll clean all this up later, but this should get us through the dyno session. You know you were coming to work today, did you?
No, I didn't. Today. I was going to Bosch today.
All right, we got her bolted all up, but now, little side story. You guys probably remember this Camaro from the channel. And we had an issue with filling up the catch can, which of course I already went over the boost solenoid stuff that we were going to add that, so all that stuff's down there, you can't really see it. But the issue was it was filling up the catch can pretty much in like 2 pulls. I thought it was because the customer didn't empty the catch can, but it really was the design when I started looking at it. They had the feed for the catch can coming from this port right here on the valley cover, and that was an issue because this valley cover, it's not baffled at all. So when you would get in high RPM, it would just sling oil and then push it out into the catch can. So what we're gonna do is I added this right here from Mighty Mouse. It's got a 10AN fitting made into it, screws right into this Holley valve cover. So we're gonna go straight from the valve cover over to the catch can, and then we're gonna just tee the other valve cover ports and put them into this port on the side here. So, because before it actually had a PCV valve and it was going back to the intake manifold on this. And on a car that's set up like this, you really don't need anything going back to the intake manifold. Just go to the catch can and just let it breathe. I've got my buddy Chris helping me out today. He's really doing a big job for me because it's going to allow me to tune this other car that I'm working on now while I was doing that. So Chris and I actually started working on cars together back in our old Honda days, so it's kind of cool to have him around and help me out. And I'm not going to let you run away from the camera. What's up?
I'm Chris.
There we go.
I'm helping Forrest today.
Yeah. Doing a good job?
Super job. It's the only job I do is the best job.
Oh. I don't know how to take that.
I don't know.
Just a small issue. Got our oil pressure sender in the back there. Unfortunately, something happened and the top of the oil pressure sensor came apart and oil spewed everywhere. So that was the smoke at the end of the run. So these guys are gonna pull the intake manifold off of it and probably gonna end up just remote mounting the sensor because it's really close to the intake manifold and move it to this Holley manifold right here. So it's coming out of it now. Looks like this is where our oil leak was from. We're gonna find out. Is there a washer on there?
Yeah.
Okay. Got our little problem fix. The oil pressure sender has been relocated to the manifold, switched to a Holley 0 to 100 psi sensor. Luckily, the guys down the street at Dynospeed had one in stock, so Brett went down and got one from them. Thanks to them. And we made our first couple of little pulls, 5.5 pounds of boost, 420 horsepower. So yeah, not gonna be a dyno queen, but we're gonna get some more boost into it now. Start playing with our CO2 boost control. Probably start at about 10 pounds and then just step up from there. All right, making some progress now. Had a little issue with our dome pressure sensor, but got that sorted out. And right now, let's see, we're at 626. We were at 442 on wastegate, so really only at like 14.5 pounds right now. I'm gonna probably dial in a little more timing, see how it likes that at this boost level, and then I'll start moving up some more. So just kind of creeping up on it and just seeing what it likes. It's a new build, so here we go. up a little bit. So we'll go a little more. Slowly stepping up on boost. Sitting at 730 right now, 730, 17.5 pounds. So we're gonna go up a little bit more now. We're so close to 800. 793. No tune changes. We just put ice in it. That really shows how good the water to air intercooler works, or air to water. I can never remember the right way to say it. But yeah, so that picked up. We're gonna add a little more boost because I guess unofficially Brett and I have decided that the goal was 800 horsepower for today. Right?
Then we'll turn it up more.
And then later we'll turn it up more. We'll go run it at the track some, get him comfortable in the car, and then probably go some more. It is still stock bottom end, so you know we can go further, but let's start slow. We are done with the dyno for now. 823 wheel horsepower, 688 foot-pound torque. I think that's gonna be fine. It's like I said, it's a stock bottom end, so we don't really have to go too crazy for now. We'll probably turn it up a lot later on. Once Brett has a spare and he's ready to hurt this one, we'll turn it up some more. But that might be a while. So now we're gonna test the two-step and make sure that's all ready for the track.